Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated comics for November 26, 2025. I'm Mike Spiderslayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, you're like me, helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and you've been watching for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit it now. And if you've ever considered becoming a member of my YouTube channel, it's super easy. All you got to do is hit that join button right there on my home screen. Once you do, there's 3 different tiers to choose from, and as low as 99 cents a month, you get early access to my content. Also, you get monthly membership badges flexing how long you've been a member of the channel for, and you also get cool emoji stickers to put during live streams and just in comments in general. So whether you do or you don't, it's much appreciated. Let's dive into the book that's on the hot seat, guys. And that book is going to Age of Revelations Undeadpool. This is issue 2. Upon the recording of this video, I am still on the fence if I'm going to buy this issue. In this particular book, it's set in the time period 10 years into the future where Deadpool is like a zombie. He has to constantly eat so he can think like a normal human being, right? Otherwise, he becomes this mindless zombie. And in this issue, he's going to be facing off against Cable. So I guess that's kind of cool. We're going to see how that one turns out, I guess. I don't know. I really am still on the fence here. It's 32 pages for the price of $4. The next book we're talking about, the book that's on the rise. This one's going to Skinbreaker. This is issue 3. So at the end of issue 2, this book kind of took a turn. I didn't expect the young warrior to challenge the elder and then fast forward like 50 years into the future where he is now the elder and you have someone else challenging him. So things have gone full circle in this book. It's written by Robert Kirkman and the art is done by David Finch, and it's awesome. And that's why this book is on the rise, because the second issue was better than the first issue. I want to see if it continues to go forward from there. This one is 32 pages, $5. I got the DC hat on today because there is a lot of DC stuff getting ready to hit the store shelves, and it's some good stuff. Probably one of the best and highly anticipated, most anticipated videos of the year, I would say. Number 10 goes to Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 14. This is the second part to a 2-issue little story arc that bridges the gap between what's been going on with Absolute Wonder Woman. That's why this one is not like the highest on the list, right? But it's been really pretty good. So we'll see what happens. You got a different artist in this one. I honestly don't even remember what happened in the last issue. Oh, she was fighting against herself, and it was like it was like a version of herself, I guess, and it was Electric Monster or something weird like that. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite issue from this series, but we'll see. 32 pages, $5 for this one. Coming in at number 9, we have Green Lantern issue 29. And it looks like Hal Jordan and Green Arrow are going to team up with each other. And whenever you have that type of storytelling, that's always a lot of fun, because Green Arrow and Green Lantern have been teaming up with each other for forever. I mean, I don't even know. You got those old Green Lantern comics with Green Arrow in them, so it's always cool to kind of revisit that story there. So we'll see what happens. They're going on a cosmic mystery, so again, a lot of fun. Legacy numbering 596. 32 pages, $6. Coming in at number 8, we have Black Cat. This is issue 4. First 2 issues were pretty solid, written by G. Willow Wilson, who writes Poison Ivy. I keep pointing that out because Poison Ivy has turned out to be a phenomenal series, and I think she's going to do the same thing here with Black Cat. Just give her time to tell her story, right? So in this story, we wind up getting to see Felicia become a hero. She is turning over a new lease on life, and let's just say her former allies have turned the eye, right? And are looking at her and being like, yeah, I don't think she's part of us anymore. And so they have captured her. And now with Tombstone being the one that's in charge here, what's he going to do to Felicia in this particular issue? I don't know, but I'm on board. And again, I think this book is just going to keep getting better. So I want to know in the comments below, what do you guys think of Black Cat if you're reading it right now? Coming in at number 7, we have Feral. This is issue 18. The last issue was absolutely awesome as we wound up getting to see the climax of Pet City, right? We wound up getting to see all the infected invade the actual pet store, and then all hell has broken loose, and we wind up seeing the cats that we've been following from the very start. Looks like they're gonna be in control of the pet store. But under the new regime, is it all rainbows and unicorns? I don't know, man. We're gonna have to wait and find out. I think things are still not going to be right after we get done with this issue. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always has me at the edge of my seat. Love how we build up to things, and then there's always a great payoff. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 6, we have Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, issue 4. The last issue, issue 3, was like my pick of the week. I really enjoyed that book as we've got to see the inner workings of our main character, the Invisible Man himself. And now everything's been leading to this. He has perfected his formula, and now we get to see him as the true Invisible Man. This book has been awesome. I thought like the first issue was good, and then the second issue was good, but like I said, that third issue was absolutely phenomenal. How he's been working hard to perfect that formula, and then he took a live subject to test the formula out, and that person like disappeared, and we didn't know where this guy is, and I don't know if we're gonna find out where he is, right? So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. 32 pages, $5. Coming in at number 5, we have Justice League Unlimited issue 13, DCKO tie-in. This book was really good. Mr. Terrific had to come up with a way to establish heroes to help protect Earth and fight crime or whatever it is that they need to do while the major hitter superheroes are at the tournament, right? So he kind of took a minute, I forgot what they called it, like a moment in time of these characters, like a still of them, and wound up bringing them over and gave them life, right? So if our heroes succeed in winning this tournament, then they'll go back to where they came from. But if they don't succeed, they're all gonna die. So it's kind of dark, but you know, Mr. Terrific is super smart and he does what he needs to do. But I love all the different characters in this book. And again, they're characters from different times, right? Like, you'll get to see Kara in here as Power Girl. You get to see Terry McGinnis in there, Superman. You know, you get to see all those different characters. So great stuff. Looking forward to it. 40 pages, $4. Coming in at number 4, we have Geiger. This is issue 18. Seems like it's been a little while since I've seen Geiger, right? Or read Geiger. But if I remember correctly, Geiger was captured in this prison. There's this warden, if I remember right, that has him captured. And he's been stripped of his powers because I think he like exploded or whatever it is. So now he's like just a normal human for right now, right? So there's no escape for him. And what's in store for the character now going forward now that he doesn't have powers? We'll have to read it and find out. 32 pages, $4. All right, here we go. Moving on to the top 3. And we got more DC stuff. In fact, it's more KO stuff. It's Superman issue 32. It says Lex Luthor is back, but how did he get into the deadly tournament? Can Superman and Lex work together to learn about the heart of Apocalypse and how to stop it? And who protects Metropolis as it transforms into a raging fire pit? So that's very interesting because again, at the end of DCKO issue 1, we wound up seeing all the villains come into play here. And I want to know how they did manage to escape where they were at to get into the tournament. But I'm not expecting a team up here. So whenever Lex is around, you can always expect a a betrayal. But remember, this is the Lex Luthor that kind of went soft, right? He lost his memory and things. Overall, it's been a great series that Joshua Williamson has put together here. This is legacy numbering 875, 32 pages, $5. Coming in at number 2, you might be a little bit surprised it's not number 1, but it's Absolute Batman. It's issue 14. It's Batman, Catwoman, and I think it's Killer Croc. They go toe-to-toe with Bane in a final battle. So we're going to see what happens at the end of this issue and how the dust settles and the ramifications in the next issue after that. And then I think we're getting ready to get into Joker and stuff like that. This book always delivers. Always looking forward to it. One of my favorite books on the comic book shelves right now. 32 pages, $5. Where do you stand on Absolute Batman? Now remember, guys, after number 1, we are not done, as we're going to talk about some of the noteworthy comic books, because these are my top 10 most anticipated. May not be yours, so I'm going to showcase some other books that are being released. And remember, I don't highlight the new number 1s on this show anymore. I highlight those on my series called First Issue Friday. So if you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and check out that episode after this video. All right, so here we go. My number 1 most anticipated comic for November 26th is going to DCKO issue 2. Now that we got all this setup out of the way and all that mumbo jumbo out of the way, and our heroes have entered the tournament, let's see what happens. I want to see this thing explode. And I think everyone is on the edge of their seat waiting for this bad boy to kick into high gear. We've been waiting quite a while after issue 1. We're going to get the intense one-shots where the heroes battle the other opponent. It's just going to be awesome. So I really can't wait to read this one. It's a 40-page comic for the price of $6. Moving on to those noteworthy comics, here we go. Marvel is going to be struggling this week, I'm telling you. We got The Mortal Thor. This is issue 4. Next, you have Marvel Knights Punisher, issue 2. Followed by Marvel Zombies, that Red Band book. This is issue 3. And the other Age of Revelation book that I'm mentioning this particular week is Cloak or Dagger, issue 2. There's a story there going on with the two characters who have a child with each other. And I want to see how these characters are living in this like other world, right? So pretty interesting there. All right, and then we have the continuation of Battle World. This is issue 3. Kind of curious to see where this is going, but I wasn't as impressed with issue 2 as I was with issue 1. So we'll see what happens. All right, moving on to DC. Like we didn't get enough great DC titles already. We have Detective Comics issue 1103 from Tom Taylor. Then we have another DCKO tie-in, this is the one I'm least excited about. This is The Flash, issue 27, as this really focuses around like Impulse. And I was like, this just seems like kind of like a little bit of a side story going along with DCKO. So that's why this one didn't make the most anticipated. And then we have Green Arrow, issue 30, which I think, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Could be the last issue of Green Arrow. Then we have the continuation of Immortal Legend Batman. This is issue 4. And then we have Harley Quinn. This is issue 56. Not that I read this book at all, but I still do know that there's people that read Harley Quinn no matter what. All right, and then moving on to a few indie comics, we have the continuation of the Department of Truth. This is issue 34. Followed by Escape, issue 4. Somehow I have to jump back on board this. Issue 3 was like not at my shop, so I wasn't able to read issue 3. People were like, you're not reading Escape? And I did. I read issue 1 and issue 2. Issue 3 wasn't there. I don't know if they're getting it anymore. They're very tight on some of these independent comics, and I never put it on my pull list. And then we have TMNT Shredder. This is issue 3. Followed by Supernatural issue 2, which a lot of you guys loved, especially the die-hard fans of Supernatural. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comics for November 26, 2025. My God, it's Thanksgiving already. I cannot believe where the time flies, right? Hey, it's all fun, right? When you're reading comics. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll leave you more content right here for you to click on. Support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting. But always remember, guys, read your comic books so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.